Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your man Wise. Today, we got to talk about it, man. Donald Trump just aced this daggone interview with Meet the Press. Aced it. The way they come at him is very differently, to be honest with you. The way they come at Republicans is very different than how they come at Democrats. And you see a stark difference from the very beginning between President Donald Trump and the current president, Joe Biden. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, man. Turn those notifications on so you never miss an upload. And without further ado, let's go.
Delve into one of your signature promises on the campaign trail, which was to end inflation, to lower prices. You are now proposing tariffs against the United States' three biggest trading partners. Economists of all stripes say that ultimately consumers pay the price of tariffs.
I don't believe
Can
it.
you guarantee American families won't pay more?
I can't guarantee anything. I can't guarantee tomorrow. But I can say that if you look at just pre-COVID, we had the greatest economy in the history of our country. And I had a lot of tariffs on a lot of different countries, but in particular China. We took in hundreds of billions of dollars, and we had no inflation. In fact...
Quick question. We talked about this on Sunday, but how many people are in favor of the tariffs if it, one, helps us to drive down the deficit and in the very near future, eliminate federal income tax?
When I handed it over, they didn't have inflation for a year and a half. They wanted almost 2 years just based on what I had created. And then they created inflation with energy and with spending too much. So I think we will... I'm a big believer in tariffs. I think tariffs are the most beautiful word. I think they're beautiful. It's going to make us rich. We're subsidizing Canada to the tune of over $100 billion a year. We're subsidizing Mexico for almost $300 billion. We shouldn't be subsidizing. Why are we subsidizing these countries? If we're going to subsidize them, let them become a state. We're subsidizing Mexico, and we're subsidizing Canada, and we're subsidizing many countries all over the world. And all I want to do is I want to have a level, fast, but fair playing field.
Makes complete sense to me. Makes complete sense to me. And he's absolutely right. If we're subsidizing Mexico and Canada, might as well make them a state and let the constituents in those countries, those current countries, which would eventually be states, let them pay into the system. Let them contribute to the daggone country.
But is it your plan to deport everyone who is here illegally over the next 4 years?
Well, I think you have to do it. And it's a very tough thing to do. But you have to have, you have rules, regulations, laws. They came in illegally. The people that have been treated very unfairly are the people that have been online for 10 years to come into the country. And we're going to make it very easy for people to come in terms of they have to pass the test. They have to be able to tell you what the Statue of Liberty is. They have to tell you a little bit about our country. They have to love our country. They can't come out of prisons. We don't want people that are in for murder. So we had 11,000 and 13,000 different estimates, 13,099 murderers released into our country over the last 3 years. They're walking down the streets. They're walking next to you and your family, and they're very dangerous.
The 13,000.
And Cheney was behind it.
Well,
and so was Benny Thompson and everybody on that committee. For what they did, honestly, they should go to jail.
So you think Liz Cheney should go to jail?
For what they did.
Everyone on the committee, you think
I think everybody anybody that voted in favor.
Are you going to direct your FBI director and your attorney general to send them to jail?
No, not at all. I think that they'll have to look at that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to focus on drill, baby, drill.
You've tapped Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy, to head up this Department of Government Efficiency.
Correct.
Which proposes cuts to the federal government. I think a lot of people hear that and they get concerned about Medicare and Social Security and
not
Medicaid
going to have anything to do.
And defense spending.
We're talking
you
about
won't touch
theft,
Medicare, Social Security.
Abuse, fraud.
Okay.
No, I said we're not touching Social Security, other than we make it more efficient. But the people are going to get what they're getting.
Okay, so the entitlements
and
off the table.
And we're not raising ages or any of that stuff.
Okay, off the table.
I won't do it.
Sir, I don't have to.
There are so many other things that can be tackled, when it comes to making the government become more efficient. For one, stop hiring federal employees and government contractors to do the same daggone job. We can start right there. There's a plethora of things that can be done when it comes to spending. Spending $100 on a pack of pens, buying new daggone desk chairs every year because people are afraid that they're going to lose their money, every fiscal year. There's a lot of things that can be done. Not to mention, how about we just cut out the fraud? The Pentagon has missed, on their audit like 7 times in a row at $400 million. Money just going unaccounted for. If this was done in a private sector, that whoever was responsible for that would probably, lose their job, but they could possibly find themselves in jail. And 2, the business wouldn't stay in business losing that type of money on an annual basis. It's flat out ridiculous.
I tell you this because you've talked about it. It comes at a time when the country is deeply divided. And now you're going to be leading this country for the next 4 years. For the sake of unifying this country, will you concede the 2020 election and turn the page on that chapter?
No. Why would I do that? But let me just tell you, when you say the country is deeply divided, I'm not the president. Joe Biden's the president.
But you're going to be the president.
No. I'm not the president. So when you say it's deeply divided, I agree. But Biden's the president. I'm not. And he has been a divider. And you know where he divided it more than anything else, and it probably backfired on him, I think definitely, is weaponization. When he weaponized the Justice Department and he went after his political opponent, me, he went after his political opponent violently because he knew he couldn't beat him. And I think it really was a bad thing. And it really divided our country.
Sir, Democrats.
Not to mention Democrats, people like this lady right here and others in the mainstream liberal media. You want to talk about dividing the nation? It's their divisive rhetoric that has us exactly where we are right now. I mean, come on, man. Talk about pot calling the kettle black.
Have control of the White House now. They didn't in 2020. If they are going around stealing elections, why
when you
didn't
say
they
Democrats
do it
have control now
of the White House?
Yeah.
So why didn't they steal this election? Since they have more power now.
Because I think it was too big to rig.
So you won't.
Too big to rig.
To the people who say that you're now directing your Justice Department to investigate 2020, and they want to move on.
I have very capable.
Is that
I think Pam is going to be great.
Precious resources.
By the way,
is that what you want them to do?
Just so you know, I have the right to do that, but I'm not interested in that.
Oh, you're not. You're not going to do that.
I'm not interested.
Okay.
I have the absolute right. I'm the chief law enforcement officer. You do know that. I'm the president. But I'm not interested in that. You know what I'm interested in? Drilling and getting prices down and stopping people from pouring into our border that come from prisons and mental institutions.
And that's what we're interested in. As the people who supported him, as the people who voted for him, that is exactly what we're interested in.
I'm going to look at everything. We're going to look at individual cases, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm going to be acting very quickly.
Within your first 100 days, first day?
First day.
First day.
Yeah, I'm looking first day.
Issue these pardons.
These people have been there. How long is it? 3 or 4 years?
Okay.
You know, by the way, they've been in there for years. And they're in a filthy, disgusting place that shouldn't even be allowed to be open.
Let's talk about abortion, sir. You have taken responsibility for overturning Roe v. Wade. You've said that abortion is now a state issue. There are steps that you could take, though, as president, to restrict abortion through executive action without Congress. More than half of abortions in this country are medication abortions. Will you restrict the availability of abortion?
Somebody in the comment section, fact check that. Medication, pregnancy terminations, I've never heard such a thing.
Abortion pills when you're in office?
I'll probably stay with exactly what I've been saying for the last 2 years, and the answer is no.
You commit to that?
Well, I commit. I mean, do things change? I think they change. I hate to go on shows like Joe Biden. I'm not going to give my son a pardon. I will not, under any circumstances, give him a pardon. I watched this, and I always knew he was going to give him a pardon, and so I don't like putting myself in a position like that. So things do change, but I don't think it's going to change at all.
Wow. Masterclass. She was pretty rough, but at the same time, I thought she was pretty respectful. And I can appreciate this interview, and I can appreciate her approach. She's trying to nail him down. We'll see how that goes. And I'm so looking forward to January 20th and beyond. And those out there who, voted for Kamala Harris, get over it. It's over with. figure out how you can take advantage of this upcoming administration, because the last one, there was a lot of opportunity the last time around, and some of you guys did not take advantage. This time, you have to get out of your feelings and go figure out how you can take advantage of the next great Trump economy. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, turn those notifications on so you never miss an upload. I appreciate you guys rocking with me, man. Consider joining the ARP family. It supports me to team the channel. Man, come to the live stream. It's going to be popping there. I appreciate you guys, man. Keep God first in your life. Stay prayed up, and we'll catch up with you all next time. Peace.